In today's video, we're going to talk about GEVO, we're going to talk about FCEL. So I have this comment from the Russian troll network saying that he's down thousands of dollars should he hold. It's an interesting question, so we're going to explore that on the chart and discuss about all that coming up after the intro. What's up guys, this is JC and welcome to the Wealth Engineering channel. It is imperative that we learn how to manage our money, because once we learn how to manage our money, we can take control of our true wealth, which is our time and our freedom. This is exactly why I created the Wealth Engineering School and this channel. We pay attention to stocks and crypto to find the best place to grow your portfolio. If this is something that interests you, I want you to smash the like button, subscribe, and click the bell. To my subscribers, thank you for your support. And if you are new here, welcome to the Wealth Engineering community. I have interesting links in the description to help you start on your financial education journey. If you want to learn how to invest or you started investing in the last 3 years, make sure you check those links out. You don't want to miss on this. With that said, you came here for the truth. Let's just dive deep into it. All right, let's start with the chart. So this is the GEVO chart on a daily. And yesterday I released a video about GEVO saying that I believe this is a stock that could be a potential for $100 per shares. But the first thing we'll need to see is we'll need to see a break from this resistance right here. And once we have this, then we can talk about higher prices. With that said, I was also talking about a shorter correction, especially below $10. This is exactly what I was expecting before even getting into these stocks. And to answer the question, should you buy, should you hold? I want to take a moment and talk about this. This is a question I get a lot, and my answers is always the same. First, you need to have a plan before you get into a position, whether you want to keep it short term, whether you want to keep it long term. And eventually, and also remember, do not invest anything that you're not willing to lose by yourself. Definitely don't start investing all your cash and don't even have enough cash to pay your bills this month. So this is something that you need to work on. But once you have your investment there, you need to have a plan. So when the question is, should you hold or should you sell because you're losing thousands of dollars? Well, my question to you would be, what is the plan before you got into the trade? Now, for something like this, with the balance sheet, with the economic forces that can affect this stock right here, with Biden and the promotion of a long-term sustainable renewable energy, I believe stocks like this will start pumping. But when we look at the chart only, well, this is normal. Everything that we're seeing here is actually normal. And I would even say that it's a very healthy move that we see a correction like this, because when the markets start pumping all over the place and then it's pumping, you can see that there is always a pullback, and that's a normal market cycle. And right now we're seeing a pullback again, and I would say it's normal. Ideally, I would like to see it reach the 50 moving average and then touch it and start rebound back on it. The thing to worry about would be if we start seeing price action below the 50-day moving average, then that's definitely something to start, something that you should keep your eyes on. The other thing to look into is, do we get price action below the 200-day moving average? But by that time we get something like this, you might lose a lot of money. So you might want to use something like a quicker pattern, maybe the 821 or exponential moving average 8 and then exponential moving average 21 to get a shorter term. But for people who are in it for the long term, 50 and 200 moving average is a great indicators to know when to buy, when to sell. And right now, even with the pullback, even if we would get down all the way to $6, $7, it's still a great price to stay in it. Actually, depending on your plan, you might want to buy the dip and load up on your stocks if you believe that this is a share that can reach a long term throughout the next 4 years. So with that said, let's look at it on a short term. We can look at it on the RSI. Yesterday, we were talking about this line right here, which is the uptrend. But you can see that we had this pattern broken. So that means we're expecting to see another rally on the downside. we can see the RSI already reached 50. And the way that it's pointing right now, it's pointing straight down. So we might see a break from the 50 line and get even on a lower line. So we're definitely on a downtrend as of now, and we can expect to see lower price movement. I think that's actually a very good move because the market is very overvalued right now, and it needs to actually be on the RSI as low as 30 and stay there for a couple days before it start pumping again. If we could see something like this, I would say definitely start loading on the stock around the RSI when it reach this level right here. So that's what I see on the short term. I see a correction. I'm expecting it definitely to touch on the 50-day moving average. So we're talking about $7. This could happen in the next 2 weeks. But before we can even expect that, we have to watch what the price decides to do. Another alternative for this stock is it might stay on this line and stay and as the RSI is getting lower, you might see the price stays around the $10 level. If we see this is a level of strength. This means the price around $10, the market really likes it. It doesn't want to go lower. And that's actually a very bullish sign on the long term. But if we see a break and the price actually go around $7, it's still a good move. It's nothing to worry about. It's normal market cycles. If you are in it on the long term, then use it as an opportunity to load up on your position. I see a lot of you in the comment section saying that you've been there early, so congratulations for you guys. And we'll look and we'll see how it goes. All right, to jump quickly, FCEL, if you guys are new in my channel, FCEL is one of my favorite stock. It's because I made a lot of money from this stock already. But earlier this year, I pulled out all my shares and I've been trading them on a penny stock since. Now, we actually almost reached $30, which was a prediction we made earlier this year. We definitely reached the $20 range. We're expecting it. This happened way faster than I was expecting it. And then we reached almost $30. So what I'm going to do is I'll put a resistance line right here because we know this is where the price action was rejected the last time. But what we need to take into account right now is the price action of today. The candle today closed below this resistance right here. And this is a major resistance. This is $20. We had a lot of price interaction right here. And now we're diving deeper below. So that means we can expect to see price action around $15. And that could be the next target. We could see, and it lines up perfectly with the 50-day moving average. So we could see a pullback all the way to 15. We'll need to see how this interact with the $15 level, because if we break the 15 level as well, then we're going to see $12 and then we're going to see $10 and so on, right? So this is how it works. Once we break the previous support, we're heading towards the next support. And right now the next support is $15. If you look at it on the RSI as well, we've been building up a momentum on the downside for quite a while, and the RSI also is pushing down, straight down. It seems that it's a pattern that we're seeing in the renewable green energy sector. So, but we're almost there. We're 42 on the RSI. Are we going to see 30 on the RSI on this stock? Maybe, we'll see. But again, if you see RSI on the 50, that could be another good position as well to start loading on this stock. If you believe this stock is going to do great on the long term, then go for it. As for me, I don't like to invest a lot on bid market cap, but in FCEL, I've made enough money from this to start looking for something else. But if I get anything lower than $10, then I'll definitely consider it again. Same thing for GEVO. I like the balance sheet, and this balance sheet as well is getting good for FCEL. So we'll wait and see what's going on. But right now, it seems that the market is correcting itself, and we don't know how long that's going to last. But based on the candle size and based on the shape of those candles, well, we might be in for a couple days like this in the red. And if you guys see. If you guys get it on the RSI below 30, then if you want to invest in it long term, definitely that's it. Again, make a plan for your trades before you even buy your first share. your first stock, and stick with your plans. Is your plan is a long-term plan? Is your plan is a short-term plan? When should you exit? How much loss are you willing to take from your trade? Or is it something that you just don't care about it? Regardless of how low it goes, you're just going to stay in it. Make a plan, stick to it, and apply it. With that said, we'll talk on the next video.